Hey, everybody, it's Gabe from Detailing Growth. We're back today with another business highlight. We're here to talk with Jesus about his business, and we're going to hear from him, and he's going to tell us more about his business, what he does, and what his shop does, and what makes him special when it comes to choosing the right detail shop to look for. Jesus, thanks for being with us today. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your shop, where you're located, what you specialize in?
Definitely. My business is called Humboldt Auto Styling. We are in Northern California. We're about 4 hours north of San Francisco. We specialize in window tint, paint protection film, and ceramic coatings. And yeah, so we've been in business for about going on 5 years now.
5 years, okay. How long have you been doing coatings, PPF, and tint?
So I would probably say like about five and a half.
Five and a half.
That when I got transitioned from body shop to this niche, what I like to call it,
Mhm.
I spent, I would say, a third of my life in the body shop world doing body work, prepping and painting cars.
So you're
And
no
then I,
stranger to a spray gun and a paint booth.
no, I actually own a paint booth. So
Okay.
very comfortable with that. I always said I was born with a paint gun in my hand. But
I love that. You came out the wound spraying 2K clear.
yep.
That's
And
funny.
yeah, so it's all was natural, slightly different than what I was used to, but I saw an alleyway for myself where I was able to use all my background and knowledge that I had gained in a body shop and just took it and ran with it.
Tell me a little bit more about your shop. How big is your shop?
So we have two locations. Our main location is about 1,500 square feet, and our second location is about a little under 1,000 square feet.
Okay. So you're working with about 2,500 square feet between two locations. That's good.
Correct.
What is it about your shop and your business that's different from everybody else's? And what makes you the best shop to pick in your particular area?
Yeah. So I would say everything that I do, that we do, it's really passion that drives us. And we strive for a quality that's not necessarily found in our area. So we constantly are repositioning the bar and continually raising the bar for ourselves through continued education, through growing in all aspects of the business, not only installation, but the way that customer feels when they come to our shop. We appreciate every job that comes through our door. So we're not there as a job. We're there because we want to be there. And I feel like that just comes through our work because it's, like I said, it's just a passion thing for sure.
So you're saying you're passion driven. Does that mean that you're doing it at a level that other people can't come close to? Or does that mean that you think you're doing it at a level that it matches everybody? Or are you exceeding everybody? How does that passion shine through in the work that you do?
Just as we continually raise the bar for our business, we raise the bar for our performance in our work. So we just strive to be the best. And it's not necessarily that we want to be the best in our area, but we want to be our best. That's a big thing for myself. I want to be my best. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm worried about producing the best work that I can for our clients.
That's a good thing to hear. A lot of businesses, they like to compare themselves to their competitors and they say, oh, this competitor does this or this competitor does that. It sounds to me like you're focused on what you're doing and how your team performs at what you would consider top of the mark. And that's a really important trait to have. Especially if I'm a client looking for a business that's got my best interest at heart and has my vehicle and my needs at the forefront of what it is that they're doing. So that makes me feel really good to hear that's where you're at in your business journey because there's a lot of shops that aren't like that. So if you had to pick the one thing about your shop that makes it really special, one thing out of all of it, what would it be?
That's a tough question. If I had an answer to that, I would have to say just customer experience. I think everything tied together with the knowledge in the background and quality work. I think just overall customer experience is going to be the number one thing for sure.
I like that. I like to hear that. A lot of people have said to me, "Oh, we've got the best product," or "We do the cleanest installs." And those things are important factors. But to hear that the first thing out of your mouth when I ask you about what the best thing about you is, and you say that your client experience is quite possibly the best possible thing to come out of your shop, that tells me that you're on a completely different level compared to traditional shops, and picking one as somebody who has a nice car that wants to pick a shop that's going to do right by them and pick the right and do what's necessary for them. That's another amazing thing to hear that I think a lot of people overlook when they go to choose a business to work with. If there was one thing that you could say to a client that was looking around for a shop to do this work, what would be the one piece of advice you could give them to help them make a good choice?
I feel like with tying in the customer experience, I've always felt that there can be 10 shops that you can go to and 10 different people are going to have 10 different experiences and 10 people can leave 10 different shops and be happy. For us, I just want it to be something that is just remains in your mind. And when somebody asks, hey, how was your experience? It's going to be more than how was the quality of the job that it was done. The quality was good. That should be no question, regardless. Having high standard, that's just no question. Every customer should be happy, but they should be happier that they spent their money, their hard earned money with us and chose to do business with us.
So you mentioned you're doing ceramic coatings, paint protection film, window tint. Those are your big specialties.
Yep.
What brand of coatings, PPF, and tint are you guys currently offering to your clients?
So we are offering Autobahn window films, Autobahn paint protection films, and we're also offering Autobahn ceramic coating as well as ceramic pro coatings as well.
Okay. Why is it that you chose Autobahn over other competitors for your film products? And why do you feel like they're the best fit for your business and for your clients?
I recently, within the last year, switched from Expel to Autobahn. And it's funny that you asked that question because as a small shop in a small area where there's not a big market presence, big names don't necessarily drive people to our shop. So carrying Ceramic Pro, carrying Expel, carrying Autobahn, no brand specifically is driving our business. It's more or less the way the partnership works out with Autobahn and ourselves, that kind of comes off to our customers because I can confidently say if I have an issue with our film, regardless of whatever it is, I know that Autobahn's going to back it versus other companies that they may put up a fight. They go, hey, what coating did you apply over our film? And then they start pinpointing things to find ways to pin it on us as installers to not warranty something. With Autobahn, there's no questions asked, very basic questions that they asked here, what film, what role, and problem solved. So I think that drives confidence in me as a business owner. And then I can relay that confidence to my clients for sure.
That's good to hear that you've picked a company that aligns with your values and you're offering their products to your clients exclusively or almost exclusively because you have such a great working relationship with them. And that goes a long way towards being able to support your client base with a high quality product and a high quality experience. So that also makes me excited to hear that that's the way that you chose to build your business and put it together. In terms of what's the best way for people who are watching this video to get a hold of you, to get a quote, to see your work, to see what it is that you're all about, why don't you tell us what the best way to go about that is?
Yeah, definitely. We have lead forums on almost all social media platforms, our website, Instagram, Facebook, Google as well. Pretty simple. Fill out a lead form. It gives us all the information on your vehicle and the products you're interested in, services you're interested in having done. And yeah, we get back to you pretty quickly.
What's your website address?
www.humbleautostyling.com.
Okay. And can they find you under Humboldt Auto Styling on Instagram and Facebook?
At Humboldt Auto Styling on all platforms.
Are you on TikTok as well?
TikTok, definitely.
That's awesome to hear. Glad to hear that you're checking off all the boxes. Look, Jesus, I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you telling us about your business. It sounds to me like you've got a winning combination between the products that you're choosing to offer and how you're running your business and how it is that you're conducting yourself. It sounds to me like you're going to be going great places and you're going to be growing at a rate pretty soon that you're going to need to hire more people and you're going to need a bigger space to be able to handle the influx of people who are looking for the best of the best out where you're located. So Thanks a lot for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, and everything that you do for myself and for the industry, man. It definitely is making an impact. Definitely.
All right, brother. You have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.